So today, Monday, we're overlooking the breach, the flood water. They've come down this morning. It's about 10 o'clock. If we just turn round, they've been really hard at work this morning, in as much as the pump is set up. You can see me just there. All the pipes are out. And instead of going up that muddy track, they've laid the pipes that way. Through the silt buster, which I dug a little area off for them to sit on. And that's going into that first manhole. It's not running as of yet. If I turn back round, you'll see there's me again. You'll see the pipes going into the water, and then there's floats on it. So the inlet floats just below the surface, just not picking up all the debris from the bottom. That'll also be able to be moved out with more pipes to the middle or where it's needed. Obviously, as it disappears down the drain, that will have to go further. You can see there's a considerable amount of water for it to go at, and it does have to go very slowly down the drain. And you can see over here, back towards where the silt trap is, there's a considerable amount of pipe still that can be used to go further out into the floodwater. Thank you very much for everyone who's subscribed, and thank you very much for the super thanks and buy me a coffees. More important than that to me is subscribing to my channel. That really helps me out. So if you haven't already done that, please do subscribe, ring the notification bell, share my videos. But very, very appreciative of the donations too. That will go into more and better videos and updates for you all. Just flying over the lift bridge, you can see the smaller 5-ton excavator is still here. Whether it's off-hired and being collected today, quite possibly. Interestingly, that outlet of that pump, it is just above the surface, and it is expelling water occasionally. Bit of water between the two dams, but not a. I think the pump's keeping up with that, so that's good news. Seems quite dry on that side. We just fly over to the other side, we'll have a check on that. On the dams on that side. There's still a little bit of water coming through by the looks, but not a huge amount at all. Nothing to worry about. I'd say very little actually coming through the dams. I would say that pump's still not in the deepest spot, so it could be in a better spot, but they obviously aren't worried about that. Just have a look how much water's coming out of this still. Constant stream by the looks, like it was before. And the workboats with the hydraulic power packs are still there. Just go over towards the track and we'll have a look over there. Still water coming out of that brick chamber, second culvert. Considerable amount of silt coming through. And the first culvert's running well. Wheel dumper in the field, track dumper in the field. The roller from Flannery and the 9-ton excavator from Flannery, all in the little compound. And then the track they have started building, which I presume they will carry on building later today, is progressing, and hopefully that will progress further. I do wonder if they haven't set the pumps going because they need testing by Severn Trent or checking by Severn Trent first. And there has just been a van turn up now, just as I'm stood here. So we'll fly back to that on the way back. And have a little look. They're coming down to look at the pumps, maybe they're from the pump guys. Look what it says on the side of the van, if anything. Looks like CP overview. Colin has just arrived. Looks like the Environment Agency to me. So they're obviously checking the pump. And the setup that they're happy with. Anyway, thank you very much. And watch out for future updates. See you next time. Sorry about that. Just before we go, I've added in a little bit more footage for you. Just as I was leaving, they brought the fuel pod down for the water pump. As you can see with the 9-ton excavator from Flannery. And they tracked it down the slope towards where the pump was. I guess they'd taken it up to the top, to the compound, perhaps to fill it up out of one of their Bowsers. Maybe they're delivered empty. Quite a few drones on site today. There was Kieran Lottie photography, CP overview, and myself. So
so do check out their videos as well. And placing the fuel pod just the other side of the pump. Quite a nice sunny day at the moment today, but I think there's rain on the way. Surprise, surprise. Definitely got the video at the best time of the day for you all, so that's good. Just disconnecting the change from the pod, the fuel cell, and then they're starting to plumb it into the pump now. I know I said earlier on in the video the Environment Agency were maybe here for checking the pump, but that was actually nothing to do with them. I spoke to them and they said they were there to clean the screen going into the culvert in the stream. As you can see here, the pump's running briefly, and they started up briefly to take water samples from it, which we'll see in a moment, and then it stopped again. I presume it has to be tested, and then it will be working properly very soon. Anyway, that's the end of the video, so thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.